most definitely did.
Are any of these flavors the same?
I don't think so. Seriously?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, that's annoying.
Huh?
I have orientation lock on, and when I have orientation lock on, it doesn't think that it's sideways.
At least it's an easy fix.
Yeah, alright. Show this out, make sure everybody can see.
You can't really see your whole face, just so you know.
On which one?
On your Facebook Live.
Okay. Bowser, really?
It just needs to come up.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably the most I can do without strapping it in.
Oh yeah, that's better.
That better? Alright. What's going on here? Slide. Come on, Twitch. Okay. Alrighty. Just want to make sure that it actually shows that I'm live. If it doesn't over here. The heck? Alright. I'll restart the stream. This doesn't seem right.
What?
When I restart the stream, it doesn't seem right. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do.
You need me to help you?
No, I'm gonna use the actual Twitch app, not the beta, for this. Let's see if that works. Really? Come on, silly. That's no fun. Well, you say you're streaming, but I don't see you streaming. So we will find out if this actually is working. Just in case. Is this up live? It sure is. Oh man, it's sideways. Really? It's fine. Okay, fine. How do you fix this? Okay, now we're ready. Whatever, we're gonna do this. It's happening. Alright. Hello everyone. As you may realize, my hair is a different color. That is because one of the several tiers I had for Extra Life 2020 was dyeing my hair. So here I am. After dyeing my hair, another tier I had, which was actually below dyeing my hair, but whatever, was to do another terrible soda tasting on air. So I've done this before. It's been a few years, and I'm planning on obviously doing it again. So I will lay out some ground rules about what I'm planning on doing. Now, due to a medical condition that most of you guys know, I will not be drinking the entire amount of the soda. I will be tasting every single one. I may be judging it on several factors of how gross it is, but for the most part, I plan to taste them and not drink them. So I will be pouring them into a glass so you can see that I'm actually doing it, drinking said taste completely, and then whatever happens after is probably fair game. I do have a trash can right down here just in case I absolutely need it. I really hope that's not the case, but we'll see. And I also have a nice little soda water over here to cleanse my palate just in case I need to. So I know that you may be viewing this from one of a couple angles depending on where you're actually viewing this or what time you are. So if you're not viewing this live, I do apologize. It's probably more fun that way. I will also not be responding to any chats, unfortunately, because I'm focused on doing this. So I'll read your comments after, so feel free to leave comments if you'd like. And we'll kind of go from there. So I don't have them in any particular order, but I'm probably just going to start with the one that's closest to me, which is lovely titled Dirt Soda, which is shoveled and bottled in the USA. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this open. Now, most of these are screw tops, but let's be honest, this is way cooler as a bottle opener. It's a birthday gift from one of my close friends. So this one, it has pure cane sugar in it, no surprise. And it doesn't look like, according to this, it has actual dirt, but it is flash pasteurized, which makes me a little bit concerned because it's a soda. And I've never seen a soda that's been flash pasteurized before. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit in that. It's got kind of a cherry cola look to it, or a light cola look. And it smells like, oh my god, is that the glass or the dirt? Oh, well, whatever. It smells like garbage. Ooh, wow. So, due to all of the sugar, that's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's kind of like a crappy Diet Cola or anything like that. What's up?
One of your streams stopped, I guess.
Which one? This one looks like that one looks like it's live. Is it that one?
Maybe Facebook. Which one is Facebook?
Facebook's that one, but I'm seeing it on my screen.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, I'm recording it on video. I'm just gonna upload that to YouTube later.
Okay.
So this one's a little bit gross, but I would say that out of so far, I would just think that this might be it's almost like a soda went a little bad, not necessarily tasting like dirt. Granted, I haven't had dirt since I was a child, so I could be wrong there, but it's not the worst thing I've tasted. The fact that it has 42 grams of sugar may have something to do with that. That's like literally licking a sugar cube. That's much better getting that taste out of my mouth. The next one is entitled Butter Soda. It is also flash pasteurized, but it looks like it doesn't actually have any butter. It does have artesian spring water though, because that's what I really worry about when I'm drinking a soda that looks like it. Well, it looks like Mountain Dew, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to taste anything like Mountain Dew. So we're going to try this one next. I'm not bothering to rinse my tasting glass because, hey, they're all getting mixed together down there anyway, so who cares? I really don't understand how there's a market for this stuff, but, hey, here we are. It makes life more fun, right? All right, so butter soda also doesn't smell wonderful. It looks like discount Mountain Dew. And it tastes like a chemically version of butter. It's probably like the best way to put it. Like there is a faint butter aftertaste, but it's super sweet. So it's kind of like if I had melted margarine with a bunch of sugar, maybe that's what this would taste like. I'm not positive, but it's kind of gross. I think I may be glowing radioactive later because, good God, second swig did not go down easy. All right, next, strawberry orange zombie brain juice. So I got this one specifically for my son Cooper because he's a big fan of Plants vs. Zombies. And I figured that this is something that we could potentially try together. So I may see if he wants to try a small sip of this when I'm done. So this is actually made by a brand called Totally Gross Sodas, which I guess is just really leaning into it. This one was not flash pasteurized, which I guess is a good thing. But like everything else, it's basically carbonated water, a bunch of sugar, and some other gross shenanigans. So, it's strawberry orange. I don't really know what to expect, but it does smell like somebody melted a popsicle in my glass, which leads me to believe this may not be as gross as the label implies. Oh man, I was wrong. So it is not very sweet, surprisingly enough. It does taste like I just took some liquid medicine as a child, but also gross. So it is definitely one of those ones where I don't think it's like the one that's like Monster Mucus or Piss or whatever else that I have over here. I think this one is more of a jokey one that happens to be zombie kind of stuff, but it's okay. It's actually not as bad as I was anticipating because I'm pretty sure I saved the worst three for last by total accident. Again, very light on the flavor, and it doesn't really have a huge kick to it. It's kind of flat when it comes to a flavor perspective. Hello, Bowser. You don't want any of these. Okay. Yes, I'm cleansing my palate with soda water because I want some bubbles to get this flavor out. All right. So some of these actually have a nice fine layer of dust on them, which I can't be shocked why that would be the case, because who would go and drink a Monster Mucus flavored soda on their own for no good reason? So this looks like a melted popsicle, and I'm wondering if it tastes like a melted popsicle, or if this label was really just hoodwinking me because it says it's a strawberry and blue raspberry flavor. So I don't know. I mean, these are supposed to be really gross sodas, but maybe they're just grossly named and not actually that disgusting. Or somebody fell asleep at the mixing table and decided to market this. So yeah, so that is definitely a very potent blue raspberry, and it looks like a melted grape popsicle. And it tastes like a melted grape popsicle, almost entirely. There is no mucus flavoring whatsoever. And as somebody who's been sick several times and knows what that tastes like, it does not taste like anything that I recognize as mucus. It tastes like a melted grape popsicle. Which, I mean, okay. Kind of a letdown, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's just super sweet. I think if anything, that's probably going to be the toughest part for me this time around. It's not necessarily the great gross flavors, but the fact that these things are all just like dumped, like it's literally just sugar water with a little bit of bubbles and flavoring in it. But I don't drink normal soda anymore, so that's tough on my mouth. All right, so this one's called Dog Drool. It's got some sediment floating in the bottom of the glass, so I'm sure that's okay to drink. It is supposed to be an orange lemon, and I've had more than one dog lick my face and then try to tongue my mouth, so I'm definitely pretty experienced about what this might taste like. So we'll see, but yeah, this one looks also gross and has a nice layer of dust on it. I got all of these at BA Sweeties last weekend, and I can definitely tell you do not go there on a Saturday if you want to get in and out, because there is quite a big line. But yes, I definitely got this stuff there, which ironically enough is the only place I think you can get gross sodas in the Northeast Ohio area. So if you know somewhere else, please let me know. Not like I'm going to be doing this again for another couple of years, but it's always good to have more than one source. So, all right. So this one, I don't taste orange or lemon. Definitely does not taste like dog drool. Again, a letdown. But it's almost like I taste a little bit of the blue raspberry, which is weird because I haven't had the blue raspberry. That wasn't my last one. Was it my last one? Yeah, it was. Sorry. Yeah, I still taste the blue raspberry. Yeah, this is like, again, I wouldn't be surprised if all of these are basically just people melting popsicles into bottles. They're okay, not wonderful. But also, unfortunately, not nearly as gross as the label would lead you to believe. And finally, Kitty Piddle, which is supposed to be pineapple and orange, and I can tell you for a fact it's probably going to be closer to that than actual cat piss, which, again, is probably a good thing because I don't really want to be drinking that either. All right. So this is the last one. I can definitely smell the pineapple on this. I feel like this is already reminding me of Monster energy drink, but without any of the good parts. Yeah, very faint orange there, mostly pineapple, also kind of gross. So, I guess the big thing that I've learned about this is that these ones that don't claim to have any other flavor but the gross flavor that's inside them are actually really gross. And I definitely probably would say the grossest one I tasted tonight would be butter. Because good God, that was awful and very chemically. I would say that all of these always ask for Avery's ones are actually not nearly as bad as the label would suggest, which again, maybe I needed to look a little bit closer. But, you know, when you see something like dog drool, why wouldn't you do it? Those aren't that bad. I would say the dirt soda is probably the second worst one, just because this tastes like it's something that should have not been bottled. Or if it was, thrown out. Both of them have very little carbonation, which may be the fact that they were probably sitting on shelves for years. I don't even know if they had the best buy date on them. 12, 17, 20. Oh, so they're expired. That's even better. Yeah, 10, 13, 20. Great. Yeah, so I'm drinking expired gross soda to make it even worse. So thanks, Chris. Oh, God, I know. I'm worried about these. Do these have any date on them that I can actually read? I'm kind of wondering, like, what is in this thing? Yeah, like it's like stuff that's like floating in it. Is that sugar? Something else? I have no idea. This has a nice layer of dust, and I couldn't read it if I wanted to. Yeah, of course, the best by dates on all of those are worn off. So, yeah, so I would say that the winner of the terrible soda tasting contest for worst tasting soda would be the expired butter soda. The winner, or I guess the loser of the worst tasting soda contest, for the one that tastes the least weird, would probably ironically be Kitty Piddle, because it really just tastes like I'm drinking a pineapple monster. Zombie brain juice might be a close second, and something that if I actually had it, not seeing the label, it wouldn't be as weird. But yeah, that is definitely not what I expected the rankings here to be, for sure. So, thank you for watching. I definitely appreciate it. If you are watching now, please consider donating to my 2021 Extra Life efforts, which you can find the link right here. Or if you're watching this online, there most likely will be some in the same link in the comments. It's my eighth year raising money for Extra Life, and this year I have a bunch of different tiers when I hit different areas, different levels as I made them for myself of fundraising stuff. So I can tell you for a fact, because I did it myself, that one of the tiers this year will be doing Bean Boozled, which is a jelly bean game where you have a normal flavored jelly bean and then a gross flavored jelly bean, and it's a luck of the draw of which one you're actually going to eat. That one's going to be one of the tiers I have for the 2021 Extra Life efforts. I won't be dyeing my hair again. There's another different one for my top tier donations, and then there's also other smaller levels. As I reach them, I will be doing them as close as possible to my actual stream, or if I'm raising the money post stream time, which is post November basically, I'll try to do it as soon as possible. My last 2020 goal that I reached, because I actually broke my goal of 3,000, was to get an Extra Life tattoo, but due to the pandemic, that's a little bit iffy right now. So I'm still working on figuring out the exact design for it. I may or may not be able to actually stream the process of me getting the tattoo, because that's also going to be like hours. But I do plan to get it and post pictures of it at the very minimum. But if I can record it, I might do it. Who knows? But yes, so that's the last thing I have to knock off for the 2020 year in terms of achievements, if you could call them that, because they all happened at basically roughly in the middle of December. So it took a little while to get all this stuff planned and ready to go. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Definitely consider donating to my Extra Life for this year. You have between now, which is mid-January, through the end of December, with the event happening the first weekend in November. So there's plenty of time. There will be a ton of stuff happening that weekend. There's a good chance that I may not be doing all of the gaming in my own home. We'll see this year. But I can definitely tell you, after a really successful experience this past year, Cooper will definitely be joining me for some video games because he's really gotten into it in the pandemic. So I'm really excited to do more gaming with him as we raise money for Rainbow Babies and Children's. So thanks again. See you guys soon. Bye. Hey, Koopaloo. Coop, you want to try some gross soda?
No.
Yeah, this one looks like it died.
Why'd you move all of these things?
What?
Why'd you move all of these things?
I didn't touch those.
Yes, you did.